Well, this might be of a little bit of interest to some of you and very little interest to most of you, but it's this is my little greenhouse, and it's 15 feet I believe by 22 feet, something like that. And I built this heat table. I put built these manifolds on each end. I'll show you that. I didn't know how a heat table was built, but I've never let that stop me, just not knowing how to do something, so I went ahead and did it anyway. I built these manifolds and screwed these little fittings in here, threaded that, tapped those holes and threaded them, and put these fittings in there, and I run these tubes down through there, and you set your trays, seed trays on this, or plants that you're starting, whatever. And what I've got underneath is I put a little 5-gallon hot water heater under there, and then I've got a little tiny pump down there that's used in the homes to keep hot water on demand. It just circulates the water. And what I have is this thermostat with a probe, and you stick this probe down in your pot of soil, and as soon as that soil drops below 70 degrees, then that pump kicks on and begins to circulate hot water through these tubes, and then when it warms up to 70, it kicks the pump off again. It works really well, and you can see these. I've had to lengthen these tubes because they contract when they get cold, you know, and they expand when they get hot, and some of them were a little too short. They pop off when they got cold. But when it's cold, as it is this morning, and you turn that pump on, I just plugged it in, but when that water starts going through there, those pipes start to snake around and loosen up, but that puts quite a bit of heat in there, and it really works well. For not knowing how to do a table, it turned out pretty good. And then I have this little one over here that I had to begin with, and I still use it quite a bit, and it's got a little heat tape that runs, just this little cord that runs under this sand, and you can put your seed trays on this and then close this lid down, and boy, the seeds will just jump out of the ground in just a very short time. That's a good little seed starter. Greenhouse within a greenhouse, I guess you'd say. But then I've got some grow lights up here that I put up, and I've got some extra trays up there, a shelf I built up on that end to hold some pots once things get a little bigger, and I run out of table space. And of course I've got some stuff stored in here right now that I really shouldn't have, but I don't have a storage shed, so I kind of use this in the winter time to put my little tiller and a few things in here. Hope to change that this summer, build a little storage shed for my tools. But also I have this baffle in the back. At one time I had a system where I had a screen. As a matter of fact, there's a filter, a swamp cooler filter, and a screen up here, and would draw air through there, but it just really isn't necessary. This works well enough. Got this little flapper deal here, and I have a fan up there, and it's on a thermostat, and if it gets above, I can set that wherever I want it. So if it gets above 80 or so in here, that fan will kick on, and it's almost too cold to start it, but it's going to go now. And that's a 2-stage fan. When it'll run on low, and then when it gets really hot, it'll kick up on high and really suck some air through here. And then I've got some little fans like that one there that I use just to circulate the air in here. You're supposed to stir the air in a greenhouse. And anyway, that's enough about that, I guess. I'm hoping to get a few things started here. Yeah, you guys down in Florida and South Carolina, yeah, I know you're going to be laughing at me because here it is March and I don't even have things started. But you know, it's still winter time up here. Man, it's cold. I mean, even here in the greenhouse, it's cold. It's 38 degrees this morning. So, you know, we're just late up here. But that's the price you pay for living in paradise. I don't know, that's my little potting table. I've got a little little thing here I use to keep a tray underneath there, a bin, you know, a Rubbermaid bin or something. I can pot up stuff here on this little table, and then the excess dirt falls through there. And I got a little sink out here and running water out here, and kind of a little mister system up over there if I want to water that stuff. And it's been this thing's a lot of fun, and I hope to get to use it more in the future. Right now my busy season is when I really need to be in here doing stuff, but you know, it's my busy grafting season, so I don't get to play in here as much as I'd like to. But hopefully that'll change here one of these days, and I'll get some more time out here. Okay, that's enough of that. Thanks. See ya. Bye. Foot sticking out of the basket here. Who's this up here? Oh, hi there, Sparks. Morning, buddy. Yeah. That feel good?